Hello everyone, this is a joint broadcast by Go Türkiye and TAV Passport. Today we are at Milas Bodrum Airport, General Aviation Terminal, where they welcome worldwide celebrities and businessmen arriving with their private jets to Bodrum. And today I'm going to welcome two guests, actually two expats in Turkey. I will treat them some Turkish coffee, maybe some Turkish dessert, so that we can talk about their wonderful Turkey memories. Buckle up, it's coming up now. Here we are at TAV Prime Class Lounge. Today I have two precious guests. One of them is an Indian beauty brought up in South Africa. Social media personality, actually social media star, my dear friend Farhana Bodi. And the other guest is an Italian gentleman, a real gourmet, Fabio Brambilla. Hello, welcome to Bodrum.
Hi Arda, thank you so much for having me on the show. I am super excited to be here and I love the Prime Class Lounge and the airport. It's fabulous, super organized. It's really nice and clean. That's very important.
Thank you, thank you.
And it's nice.
Thank you for coming. It's so great to see you at Milas Bodrum Airport at TAV Prime Class Lounge.
Thank you for my side also. And well, Farhan to take already everything and what is the beauty and what are the most positive comments of this airport and this beautiful lounge, and feel very comfortable. Thank you.
I think Bodrum already, gives lots of energy to whoever arrives, right?
Well, exactly. I mean, I can see already on the so dynamic atmosphere at the airport, outside so much sun, give you really the inspiration.
We're gonna go into the details and talk about Bodrum, but first I wanna listen your story and listen to your love of Turkey actually. So Fabio, I would like to start with you. You have been living in Turkey for a long time. So what's your story?
Well, it's a very simple the story. It's like a love story actually. Coming from his position as an executive chef in Portofino, I've been requested to work in Turkey, and I'm very honest. I was not hesitated to say immediately yes, and I remember very well that in the tiny airport that was before in 1998.
Wow.
Exactly. Well, it was so nice and I feel so comfortable. Really at home, just put my feet out of the plane and really feel at home. And that I see that quite strange, I'm very honest, because normally by traveling you don't feel so comfortable as like you feel at home. But Turkey is, I want to say, my first home.
Wonderful. It has been a long time. You're talking about since 1998.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I was like even back and forth, but I really start again like with just one offer in a culinary department. As you know, I'm a chef. And growing Turkey gave me my career, I'm very honest. And after that, going outside again Turkey, coming back as like a love, you feel sometimes that you need to leave to love more. So, and right now I'm here.
Wonderful.
I'm here with even my daughter, play tennis, so I love even tennis. So
you said she is in the national tennis team, right?
Yes, she actually is selected for a national team. So I really hope that one day we can really see her.
I have lots of questions, but since you have been living in Turkey for a long time, I just wonder if you learn any Turkish words or not.
Yes, let's say that I understand very well. Unfortunately, after 4 languages during my traveling, now I'm learning, and I hope that right now my teacher, that's my daughter, can really teach me and really integrate completely in this beautiful country.
I'm so glad to hear that. So, how about you, dear Farhana? You've been keep coming to Turkey for a long time. I just wonder how everything started. When was your first trip, for example?
So Arda, my first trip was very spontaneous. I was on my way to the Paris Couture Week, and it was just by coincidence, by chance, I got in touch with Turkish Airlines, which is such a fabulous airline, and we decided that we're going to collaborate on a trip to Paris via Istanbul. You won't believe it, I had less than 24 hours in Istanbul, and I landed in Istanbul like super early. I literally took my bags, I put it in the hotel, I quickly got ready. I actually, I think it was 2018, or no, 2019. No, 18. I took all my clothes that I wanted to shoot, I put it in a bag. I was alone, literally alone. I had no connections with photographers here. I knew nobody. I had some friends, but it was early morning. I was like, I'm going to do this all on my own. I'm going to explore Istanbul on my own. So I had a list of all the places I wanted to visit. Honestly, I did so well. I went to really, really nice spots all by myself.
Wow.
And I kept changing clothes in bathrooms and hotel rooms, like hotel bathrooms. And I just had a fabulous 24 hours in Istanbul. Amazing memories, all on my own, from the Blue Mosque to the Bosphorus. It was just an unforgettable trip. But honestly, I did so well in the 24 hours. And I was like, I need to come back. And then I came back after the pandemic, and I just started collaborating with brands. I started meeting new people here, made amazing friends, made good relationships with all the luxury hotels. So ever since then, I've been coming back and forth. I think this year I've been to Istanbul and Bodrum in total more than like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
Already.
That's a good number.
I love it. I love it. And I just keep getting more collaborations here. And I seem to get along really well with the people here. The hospitality is fabulous. It's actually next level.
So, Farhana, you've been traveling all around the world as a super famous social media personality. So, what was the biggest thing that took your attention when you arrived Turkey first?
When I landed in Turkey, like I said, it was my first time. I was mesmerized by how beautiful the city is. It has like a bit of, it has this cosmopolitan vibe, like a bit of Europe, a bit of Middle East, the beautiful culture, the traditional, the mosques, unbelievable. I feel like the mosques itself were just like, wow, breathtaking, like super breathtaking. And I love the fact that there's so much of Islamic culture here as well. Me being a Muslim, it's really attractive to us, so yeah.
Yeah, the minarets, the mosques,
Yes.
and also the prayers, of course.
Of course.
They're all very unique.
I love the fact that, in the morning I can hear the adhan. So it's really nice, very impressive.
So how about you, Fabio? What was the first thing that really took your attention when you arrived first?
Well, when I arrived beside, feel so very comfortable. Very honest, the first thing that they show me around to as like the classical orientation program in the hotel was to go to see the cistern and go through of and I'm amazed of the Roman Empire, and even after that changing the Ottoman Empire. I'm a fan of the history, so see all this beautiful positive mixture of culture, as you say, cosmopolitan. I mean, even in the history you see that the culture, the genuine hospitality and matching together, not only on religion but even on people, I mean, gave me really this attention to discover even more and more and more. And of course, I love, and one time when I've been in Taksim and see the little tramway and said, wow, I'm in Milan, yeah.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But really what really fascinated me was the face of the Turkish population that when you walk, whenever you walk whenever you talk to them, they give you this confidence to talk even if you don't speak Turkish. And in somehow, it's like in Italian with the gesticulating, we always understand. So I said, okay, this can be my country. That's what really fascinating. More than like a location, there are so many beautiful locations, as you mentioned already, Bosphoro, Blue Mosque, Hagia Sophia, and many others. Let's not even forget the nearby of Istanbul. Then it's so beautiful that really catch my attention.
Yeah. But just as you said, even though the public cannot speak the same language as you speak, but we all trying to help you at the end of the day, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's the
Correct.
famous part of Turkish hospitality, I think. We are
Yeah.
always, trying to
we
help
call
people.
Mediterranean, blah, but I think it is more even international. There is something more here.
Exactly. It is because we are part of Mediterranean as well. So
Yes.
it's the same culture, I believe.
Yeah.
Since we are in Bodrum, let's talk about Bodrum. Farhana, so how do you feel about this beautiful town?
I feel that Bodrum has a different energy. It's got this chilled out vibe, good food, beautiful scenery, beaches, the hotels, all the resorts that I've been to so far are just so amazing. I love the Turkish hospitality. So I think that adds a lot of value, to your trip when you're traveling to Turkey. And Bodrum, I love. I just find that I can be myself. It's so peaceful, chilled out. I can walk in my flats. I went for a dinner to the marina last night. I was walking my flats. So small things like this for me is really important, because when I travel, I want to, especially to a place like Bodrum, I want to be comfortable. I want to be chilled out. So I'm happy that I can wear flats in the nights to the dinners.
So Farhana, you follow all latest fashion trends
Yes.
and you love shopping. So how do you see Istanbul and Bodrum in terms of shopping?
I love Turkish fashion. I'm actually wearing a Turkish designer right now.
Wow, I
This
didn't know that.
beautiful dress. It's got this really nice Bodrum vibe. It's white and it's a Turkish designer. And I've been wearing a lot of Turkish brands throughout the year. And honestly, I'm in love. I mean, local Turkish brands I'm talking about. They're super creative. What I love about the Turkish brands is that they play a lot with colors. And I love colors. So it's colorful, fun, very edgy. It's cool.
And very high quality too.
Very
As
good
you
quality.
know, Turkish cotton is
Yeah.
very famous.
Yeah.
So we produce really high quality cotton and also of course fabrics. So then here
Yeah.
you are, you see these beautiful dresses.
Oh, it's beautiful. The quality is really nice. The finishing, I love it.
So how about you, Fabio? How do you feel about Bodrum?
Well, it's like to look, as you say in Turkish, a pirlanta, then it's shining so much.
Pırlanta means diamonds.
It's
so-
diamonds, exactly. One of the diamonds of the Mediterranean, but let's say I can even compare to a few even cost of Italy, without mention to not making anybody angry or jealous. But it's a diamond that normally when a diamond is beautiful but is cold, Bodrum is with his hospitality, with sun, with warmness, give you really the right spirit, as I said before, to be dynamic and at the same time cool off, chill out, evening, spend your time. You find really, let's say, your dimension, where this wine I always comparing as the diamond, because whenever you find your dimension inside of you, even outside, you feel very positive. Go, boat, beautiful yacht, watching people, go shopping, go fishing, go scuba diving. I prefer in that part.
What's your favorite activity in Bodrum?
Well, my first is actually an activity that I don't do too much, but it's a fly fishing, even the seawater and even in sweet water. That is the one, and of course is a swimming. And before was scuba diving. Now, of course, on the job, and my responsibility take me a little bit away, but not to think or to stay in Bodrum.
So how about you, Farhana? What's your favorite activity in Bodrum?
Yeah, you get these little streets by the beach, exploring and, looking at the different fashion they have, like, cute little stores, vintage stores. I love exploring. So for me, I love walking. So it's nice.
And my favorite activity, rather than swimming and cruising around, is definitely eating.
Oh yeah, eating is everyone's activity, I think. Yeah.
So we're gonna go into that subject, the Turkish cuisine. But before, I would like to treat you some Turkish coffee.
Thank you.
Here's our Turkish coffee in
Beautiful.
traditional Turkish
Teşekkür
coffee
ederim.
I
cups.
love it. It's so nice.
I love this pattern. It's very Ottoman style. Thank you. Actually, we call it Iznik style if you look at the patterns and the colors. Please enjoy. So, speaking of Turkish coffee, at the north of Bodrum, there's a small beautiful town called Milas. It's famous for its olive oil, carpets and many other local products. So, and I'm sure you both very familiar with the Turkish cuisine. So, do you like Turkish coffee? Farhana?
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of coffee, but this is nice. It tastes really good.
Yeah, how about you?
Well, me too. As a bad Italian, normally I don't drink too much coffee, but I really say the same thing, Farhana, that this coffee is very good.
Yeah,
No,
I
and
love
also
it.
the presentation,
Yes,
the cups.
The
It's very
presentation
pretty.
is great.
I love it.
It comes with some Turkish delight, with some water on the side.
Yeah.
So since we're drinking Turkish coffee, I would like to talk about the Turkish cuisine a little bit. So, and since you're the expert, Fabio, I would like to start with you. What do you think of Turkish cuisine?
Well, first of all, thank you for the expert, because in reality, I mean, to be really an expert, we try to be. Turkish cuisine, I always say, is autochthon, so it has their own personality, and make me so curious to know the Turkish cuisine since a long time, since I've been here in 1998, been many places in Turkey, from the part of Antakya, Tokat, the part of even, let's say, east side, a little bit all over. By sea, by touch, by do, also myself, to test myself with the Turkish cuisine, with many things, especially I'm coming from even the old family as a butcher, so I love to see all the mixtures of the kebab, the new cut, the cut of the lamb, so many.
So who was the butcher?
Actually, my grandfather.
Grandfather, okay.
My grandfather. In all this, let's say that it's fascinate me because it's so, you have so much variation of things like you have in Italy. So from the maize side, that from a different country is completely different. You go for the kebab to get the tepsi kebab from Hatay.
I
and
love
other.
Pepsi kebab.
Me too.
Wow, it's such a unique recipe, right?
Exactly.
Even the shape of it.
Yes. Or in Gaziantep to get the best pistachio and do my gelato. By the way, I have a master also in gelato, so collaborate also with the Gaziantep University for a creative new recipe, new formula of gelato. So I always integrate myself in all that. But my passion and my real curiosity and where I'm go very deeply, and I love here is I always call the liquid gold, the olive oil. I'm very honest. I mean, here in Milas, you have a fantastic autochthon extra virgin olive oil. The olive, similar a little bit of the Spanish one, Alberchina, or kind of Frantoio from Tuscany, with this taste that I'm very honest, beside the flavoring part, has this sense of taste on the palate, give you this tomato skin, and not only the artichoke taste that is making, first of all, unique, and at the same time, so pressure. very honest. And that made me happy. Happy to taste, to cook with them, cook with a different kind of even age of the oil from the 3 months to the 6 months. And the regional of Mula that give you really everything beside the seafood. It's like a combination where the last touch, as I say, the cherry on the cake, is that touch and tears of gold liquid.
So, what's your favorite item from Turkish cuisine?
Well, I have many, I'm very honest. Let's start from a meat side. I think if you want to find the best lamb, is here.
I love lamb too. It's a great source of protein. It's so delicious as well. So I'm trying to consume it every week at least.
Excellent.
So what else do you like?
Well, I love to go to any mehane, very nice, and taste fantastic meze with raka. There's no way. And I love also to ask a different kind of raka. And sometimes fruity, sometimes it will be soft, sometimes it will be more rush. But I love it to test the meze in that way and leave my Italian part with the white and red wine, sometimes getting boring, and go more on raka.
How about desserts, Fabio?
Well, desserts, as you know, are dangerous. I love the kunefe. Kunefe that really amazed me on the Hatay region, where with the specific cheese and the crispy, and cook really on the ashes and see the specialists really flip over, and that I love it. If it's really made, if you tell me or ask me to do it, honest, no.
It's a little bit complicated, right? It has some tricks, I believe.
There is
you
some
need to
few
choose the
tricks.
right cheese because it
Exactly.
has to be unsalted.
Exactly.
And many other tricks as well.
Yes. And of course, I love also the beautiful Black Sea Hamsi.
Oh, yeah.
When it will be the time, I love it. And also, I love something similar that actually Italian copy from Turkey, I can say, is the grano turco. Means the cornmeal that you do during the Black Sea, even mixed with cheese. And now I don't remember, unfortunately, the name.
Cornbread, you mean the mısır ekmeği?
Yes, that we took, why we call it grano turco, is like a barley from Turkey that we do normally in the north of Italy. Take from the Venetian side during the 16th centuries, from Istanbul to Venice, and after that spread to all the north of Italy.
Wow, very
So
interesting.
I love to say that the food is so dynamic, and that he can take you all over, even in a different era.
Yeah.
And that's what I love to cook.
I think because Turkey is in the middle of different countries and continents, our cuisine influenced by many other cultures, and also we make them influenced by our cuisine. So here's the story, just as you explained, right?
Yeah, as another example, let's say the invasion of the Ottoman Empire in the south of Italy, especially in the region of Calabria and Puglia, where still now you can see, we call mesette, and let's say the appetizer they do over there, then they come from Turkey. Very same. That is quite very fascinating.
Interesting.
When you're talking about, yes. So, or the way to cook the lamb in Calabria, still in the south, and it's completely similar, even on the cut, as Turkey.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So when I go to Fatih, many times to do my ishkembe, it just reminds me even the south of Italy region with this influence of Turkey. It's amazing.
Wonderful. So how about you, Farhana? You've been keep coming to Turkey for a long time, many different cities. So what's your favorite Turkish cuisine items?
So I love obviously the lentil chorba
Ah, lentil soup.
with the bread that they serve. It's my ultimate favorite. Every single time I come to Turkey, even in the airports they serve it. It's so good, and they have this chili powder that you, because I love chilies. So I have like extra chilies on that. It's so good. That's definitely my favorite. Um, I'm a pescatarian and I eat only like seafood and vegetables. So I do prefer more like, the vegetarian, like the eggplant dishes. And they have some nice cheese platters here for breakfast. I had some really nice cheese
Oh, yeah.
platters.
Turkish
And lots of
breakfast is very
vegetables,
famous
yeah.
as well,
It's
right?
dangerous
And
also.
the chilies, the olive oil is really good. I love the honey. I love the Turkish tea. I love Turkish delights. Yeah.
Yeah, Turkish delight is very famous all around the
So
world.
yum. So good.
Wonderful. Besides Bodrum, what's your other favorite destinations in Turkey, Fabio?
Well, one region I didn't mention previously, let's say that Cappadocia, beside history, beside the wine, beside the food, beside the beauty, even to be up of the balloon and see all this territory that always amazing, and at the same time the underground, incredible, is another world under, is amazing. And of course, Istanbul still is my destination because it's a city that is growing, but in the same times there is always something to discover. You go on a little street, maybe with something that you didn't pay attention previously, you get it over there, like a little antique store, something old but nice, something new. Is amazing.
So you mentioned Gaziantep. Have you ever had a
Yeah.
chance to go to Gaziantep?
Yeah, in Gaziantep I've been almost 3 times, and as I just mentioned, I collaborated with a few university by having my master in artisanal ice cream, and especially to develop different recipe. Then it's not Marash, as I love it, but to go more on I use a pistachio in a different way. So I was showing all my experience, how to use it, and we have the collaboration for more than 3 years.
Kahramanmaraş is also very famous for its own cuisine, especially the
Yeah.
ice cream is super famous over there. But Gaziantep is another story. I agree
Yeah, it's
with
another
you.
story, and of course, I mean, dangerous because of baklava all over, and especially with the pistachio baklava. I mean, amazing how they do it.
So good.
And we actually went through also to combine not the marash but the pistachio gelato with the baklava, and they love it.
So, how about you, Farhana? What's your other favorite destination in Turkey?
So far I've been to obviously Istanbul, and then I visited another place in Izmir called Çeşme. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Çeşme, right?
Yeah, Çeşme, and I fell in love with it. It's just so beautiful. I love the people there, the culture, the little streets. I was really fascinated. I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend my friends and family to visit it. I mean, I have never really heard about this before. You know, not many people spoken to me about this, because usually they always tell you about Cappadocia, about Istanbul, but I'm so glad that I got to visit Çeşme. It was really nice. What a beautiful experience.
Have you also been to Alaçatı?
Yes, it was nice.
So
It was
those
good.
narrow streets,
The narrow
with
streets, so
stones,
cute.
houses, it's so fancy.
The little, it was just so nice, and you feel like the people over there are like so warm, the hospitality. It's so real out there. I loved it.
And also it's House of Ephesus.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's super historical town.
Yeah.
So I strongly suggest you to visit you, Fabio. I think you haven't been to Izmir
I've
yet.
been more than 5 times.
Wow, you've been to more than
Yeah.
5 times.
And also mention about Izmir, all the region of the Aegean.
Yeah.
Fantastic artichoke in that
Yes.
place.
Oh yeah, local artichoke is super
In olive
famous.
oil. Amazing.
So we are at the airport. So I would like to hear the meaning of airport to you guys in your life. So Farhana, what does airport mean to you?
So for me, airport means a jet set life. It's almost like, I feel like it's my second home nowadays, because I travel so frequently, and it's freedom. I just, it's when you're at the airport, you just feel like, oh my God, you're traveling. Traveling for me is one of the most You know, it's like I'm so passionate about traveling, so it's one of the very important factors in my life, especially like airports these days, because I travel back and forth. So for me, it's like a place I can call my second home.
So how about you, Fabio? We are at Milas Bodrum Airport. What does airport mean to you?
Well, the airport for me means traveling, shopping, duty free, and also sometimes very even good food. And I love watching people and sit down and enjoy. Airport is now part of our life, and especially for people that are traveling. And in the same times I can see, and especially airport right now are so comfortable that, as you said, right now, I mean, you need to feel, they need to make you feel at home. Comfortable to traveling, comfortable to stay, and not anymore this kind of ancient spirit to say, oh, I'm losing the flight, you know? Now it's like, I hope to lose the flight to stay.
Yeah.
And when you are at a lounge like this beautiful, you might really miss your flight, right?
Yeah, because you don't realize, you'll be enjoying so much, you don't realize you have a flight to catch.
So what do you think of this beautiful lounge, dear Farhana?
It's really pretty, modern, really clean, super organized. The staff are really nice, and the hospitality, the food is delicious as well. I tried a few things here. The drinks were nice. Everything is just so class. It's got really nice, you know, very classy taste to it. It's very on a luxurious level, I would say. Super luxurious, which is really important
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, it is. It is very
Yeah.
luxurious, very comfy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how about you, Fabio?
And,
What do you
since,
think?
let's say I step in, you feel that they can really exceed your expectation in any sense, from the chairs, from the service, from the quality of the food, from the attention, and I can see there is a lot of attention even on details, so make you really comfortable.
And the most important is it's got light coming in.
Exactly.
This is so important for me. Like
Yeah.
when I'm in a lounge, I like to have a light. I don't like to have that the dark room. You know, I like the light energy. So
Right.
it's really nice.
So this is very fresh,
and very fresh.
lots of
yeah.
light, lots of energy.
It's good.
Yes. Since we talk about TAV Prime Class Lounge, I would like to give you a little gift of TAV Passport, which is the membership card. So here's your
Thank
TAV
you. Oh my
Passport
God.
membership card.
Thank you.
So
With this card, you
excited.
can enjoy every single privilege of the
Oh
membership.
wow! This is
Not only in Bodrum,
amazing.
in many other cities in Turkey and also all around the world. Not only the lounges, the fast tracks, the parking, the transportation, many other advantages.
Wow.
Wow.
Dear Farhana, dear Fabio, thank you very much for being my guest. It was my honor to host you at TAV Prime Class Lounge at Milas Bodrum Airport today.
Thank you so much, Arda. It was a real pleasure indeed chatting with you and Fabio. It was really nice meeting you as well.
Same for me.
Thank you for
and
having me.
thank you.
So that's all for the week. We will meet again with our new guests on our next episode. Please follow us on Go Türkiye and TAV Passport social media accounts. And don't forget to watch the other episodes of Love of Türkiye. See you soon.